News Channel 11 has another breaking news update of an explosion at Eastman chemical plant. Good afternoon, I'm Sarah Diamond.
I'm Josh Smith. Moments ago, Eastman lifted its shelter-in-place precautionary advisory. It says for much of its Kingsport plant, most employees and also surrounding areas. News release here from Eastman saying they've removed that shelter-in-place and that is affecting people within a half-mile radius. They're also saying most personnel at the Kingsport site.
Yes, they say everybody can resume normal activities outside. They also say they appreciate cooperation from the community during this time. They say they're taking every precaution to ensure the safety of employees and site neighbors. Now, earlier, the company had shut down traffic within that area, also had a shelter in place for folks within a half-mile of John B. Dennis and Moreland Drive, telling people just to shelter in place as a precaution. You'll remember about 10 o'clock this morning, the plant had what Eastman folks are calling a process upset in the coal gasification area of its Kingsport manufacturing site. Take a live look now at Eastman here. This is the area where one of the problems occurred. The Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation tells us that they have been notified of this incident at Eastman. They are closely monitoring the situation. And
TDEC says they are working with local agencies to do assistance and provide expertise when needed. 10:30 this morning, our camera on Base Mountain got this video we want to show you. That moment when apparently something else happened there at the plant. If not that first blast, maybe a second one, because we kept hearing that there was more than one. Yeah, and there you see it, a fireball and just plumes of smoke. Yeah, viewers from News Channel 11 as far away as Church Hill, Weber City, Virginia, told us they heard the sound all the way from where they were. Eastman issued a statement saying there were no injuries. They did provide some first aid, and they said they're working to determine the cause and the impact on the operations and businesses there at the plant. Yeah, viewers sent us video as well of what appeared to be the explosion at Eastman. Alarms and sirens started to sound. Police closed roads around the plant earlier in the day. The company has not said if there was any vapor emission as a result of this explosion. We are waiting to hear word about that. Employees in the plant and people who live and work around that facility, again, told to shelter in place, windows closed, HVAC systems turned off. And Eastman is now saying it has removed this precautionary shelter in place advisory for most of its personnel at its Kingsport site, as well as folks who live in that surrounding half-mile radius area. Eastman's near neighbors can resume all normal activities. Yeah, and Sullivan County and Kingsport schools were impacted for a while, but both of those have since lifted their advisories. Hopefully those kids are home by now. Yes. And they're with their families for a time today they couldn't leave their schools. A little bit of a wild day for several people in Kingsport. It has been, and Eastman is expected to hold a news conference soon. They were saying at 3 o'clock. Obviously that didn't happen. We're going to bring you that live when it happens, and look for another live update at the top of the hour when our news starts. And we want to also let you know Kingsport Police just now saying that they're preparing to resume normal traffic on all roads around Kingsport, around Eastman, except for Jared Drive, which will remain closed. But again, that 4:15 update probably is worth repeating. That's some great news that came from Eastman within the past few minutes for folks who live there. Yeah, shelter in place is over. All right, we're going to keep updating this on WJHL.com, and we'll be joining you about half an hour from now. Yeah, thanks for staying with us. We'll see you soon.